Welcome to this 6-part video series where we will be exploring the concept of humorous learning cultures. This is the 5th video in the series where we will be considering what the specific components of a humorous learning culture may look like. If you're joining this series midway through or towards the end, definitely consider going back to the start and watching some of the other videos to complete this series. When looking at humorous learning cultures, a good starting point here is what are the components and key features of a humorous learning culture? In order to explore this question, I'm going to be drawing on 3 main theories or ideas around learning and humour. The first is play theory, the second is incongruity theory, and the third is benign violation theory. We could consider playfulness to be a key feature of a humorous learning culture. Play is already a feature of many teaching and learning philosophies and learning pedagogies, particularly within early years education, and humour is widely considered to be an extension of play and a feature of playful behaviour. And humour has even been defined as play with cognitive shifts. When being playful, you tend to be more creative, think in a more abstract way, and more hypothetical about how you approach things. And learning through play is really centred around trial and error, testing, experimentation and exploration. So creating opportunities for students to be more playful and acting as a role model in a playful way can definitely support the development of more playful learning culture and in turn generate more humour within the learning culture that exists. And educators need to be more mindful of playful pedagogies, particularly as they move up the age groups towards further education, higher education, where play and playful behaviours often becomes absent from the classroom and the experience for students within that learning environment. For a learning culture to be humorous, it would need to expose students to incongruities. The incongruity theory of humour has been attributed to a number of authors, such as Aristotle, Immanuel Kant, and James Beattie. And the theory suggests that humour is generated through a perceived incongruity and someone's ability to identify and resolve that incongruity. A practical example of this would be someone telling a joke with a setup and the punchline. The setup takes you down one road of expectation and the punchline creates an incongruity to a different destination that you were not expecting. Once you make the connection between the two and understand and comprehend that incongruity and the reasons for it being there, that's where humour is generated. And the practical application of incongruity theory has been demonstrated in neuroscience research, where we've looked at the parts of the brain that are responsible for understanding and appreciating humour are the same parts of the brain responsible for problem solving. So creating a learning culture that exposes students to incongruities, similar in the way that you would get cognitive dissonance around topics, these mismatches of information, where we're challenging prior beliefs and attitudes and understanding. It's a good way to generate a humorous learning culture within a learning environment. The final theory to consider here is benign violation theory. This theory was proposed in 2010 by Peter McGraw and Caleb Warren. It aims to be a more general theory of humour that claims to explain humour across a range of different examples and contexts. And the theory suggests that for humour to be produced, there needs to be 3 conditions met. The first, a violation needs to occur. The second, the situation needs to be considered benign. And the third, both the violation and the benign situation need to occur simultaneously. This theory is visually represented using this Venn diagram. So this is really an extension of the incongruity theory in that we are looking at creating violations, cognitive dissonance, challenging prior beliefs and attitudes and opinions and understanding around particular topics and themes, but ensuring this is done in a safe, benign, non-threatening way, where students are comfortable to explore these incongruities and violations in a positive way. I hope you enjoyed this video on humorous learning cultures. As mentioned, this is one video in a series of 6, so please check out the next one here or link in the description below for the full series if you wish to watch all of those videos. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bloody like button. Also, any comments are welcome below. My name's Jonathan Sandling. Ta-ta for now.